I'm so excited to dig in. 10 out of 10. Let's get cooking. Absolutely delicious. Probably one of the best books I've read in a very long time. Cheers! Hi guys, good morning and welcome back to the vlog. Nothing beats freshly squeezed orange juice. So good. I'm actually so excited because I'm going pottery painting with my mom and my sister today. It is my first time going, but I just know it's gonna be so much fun and I can't wait to bring us along with me. They're actually gonna be here in an hour or so I figure we have some time to make a quick lunch. You already know what I'm gonna say. I got my orange juice, so let's get cooking. Hi friends, good morning and welcome back to another vlog. If there's two things you always find in my fridge, it is frozen udon and hot pot meat, my ultimate emergency stash. Because honestly, when you don't know what to eat, these two will always have your back. Today we're making my go-to 10-minute beef udon noodle soup. Start by sauteing beef and onion together, then season with soy sauce, mirin, and dashi stock. Once it's simmering, toss in frozen udon and add in any veggie you have on hand. And that's it, a cozy yummy lunch ready to go in minutes. This smells absolutely unreal. Not gonna lie, I know this is not the prettiest dish, but it comes together in less than 20 minutes and it actually tastes so good. Let's dig in. This honestly tastes better than takeout. It is so delicious and so comforting. Anyways, I'm gonna quickly finish lunch while continuing watching my current favorite show, which is Daisy Jones and the Six. And I'll see you guys in a bit when my mom and my sister comes. Got my hojicha latte to go. Now let's head out. Is it just me, or is anyone else extra excited for the fall? The cozy soups, arts and crafts, movie nights, fall books, cardigans, chai tea latte, and just all the little things that makes me feel warm. I've always been more of a summer girl, but sitting here painting pottery with my mom and my sister, I can't help but feel ready for this new season. Maybe it's the age, maybe it's life, but I'm starting to notice and appreciate these small moments so much more. This time last year, I was in the darkest place of my life. And somehow that's also when I fell in love with slow, quiet activities like this. It's true what they say, there's always light, but only if we're brave enough to look for it. And today, here I am, another fall season with the people I love most, choosing to see that light again. Hi guys, we just got back from pottery. It was so much fun, but time seriously flies by when you're inside. We were there for 4 hours. I cannot believe it. Anyways, for dinner today, we're actually making something that I've been dreaming about for the past 2 weeks, and that is Singapore curry. I actually got this recipe from Ryan, my friend that I met in Singapore, and this is actually his secret family recipe. We also went to Little India and picked up this curry pack. This is the one that his family uses, so I cannot wait to try it. I already have my rice cooking, so let's get cooking. One of my favorite parts about traveling is always the people that you meet along the way. This trip I had the pleasure of meeting Ryan, who so kindly shared his family's homemade curry chicken recipe. A recipe that's been passed down through his Perhatican family for generations. Normally I get a little sad about leaving after a trip, but honestly, ever since Ryan told me to grab this curry pack from Little India, I couldn't stop thinking about making it once I got home. The curry itself turned out so rich, so creamy, spicy, and bursting with flavor. And the best part, it's a one-pot recipe that is so easy to make at home. 100% if you ever spot this curry pack at any Asian grocery store, please pick it up and give it a try. Huge shout out to Mama Shirley for letting us bring home a piece of Singapore with us. It really does feel like carrying a little memory of the trip back to our kitchen. Oh my goodness, this smells absolutely delicious. Let's do a quick taste test. Some rice and some sauce. Honestly, the house was smelling amazing since the moment you put the spices in. Cheers. Whoa! Oh my goodness, this is so good. It's packed with so much flavor. Mmm. It's a little spicy, but wow. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Ryan's mom and grandmother, for this recipe. We're gonna go devour our dinner and I'll see you guys in a bit. Hi guys, I wasn't planning on going for a run today, but the sunset is absolutely beautiful outside. So I figured we can go for an easy sunset run together while listening to our audiobook. It is so pretty, so let's head out together. Oh my goodness, the sunset is so pretty today. People are always asking me, why do I love running so much? And honestly, I used to wonder the same thing about other runners. I still can't believe as someone who hated running, I now run for fun and genuinely look forward to it. For me, running really does feel like therapy for the soul. I don't do it to be the fastest or hit a certain number. I do it because it makes me feel alive. Every step reminds me that my body is capable and that my mind deserves a space to just breathe. Let's go do some interval training. Yay! Not really, but let's go. Somehow it's now become a routine that my body actually craves, like a reset button at the end of the day. And the funny thing is that this all started with just giving it a try. So who knows, something you thought you'd hate might end up being the thing that your body actually loves most. Cheers! Ooh! I'm using my mom's homemade raspberry syrup to make matcha latte, and this is absolutely delicious. I need to get a recipe on this. Anyways, happy Wednesday. Today for breakfast, I just realized that I actually got kaya jam when I was in Singapore earlier this month, and I really want to try to recreate this at home. If it just even comes up half as good, it's gonna be the ultimate game changer because I am absolutely obsessed with kaya toast. Anyways, I got my matcha latte. Now let's get cooking. Dom finally had kaya toast for the very first time, and not gonna lie, I think it changed his life completely. Think crispy toasted bread layered with sweet kaya jam and a thick slab of cold butter, then dipped into a soft runny egg yolk. Honestly, this is a match made in heaven. If you never tried kaya jam before, it is creamy custard-like spread made with coconut milk, eggs, sugar, and pandan leaves. It is sweet, it is fragrant, and it's very, very comforting, but especially when it's paired with jammy, savory, peppery eggs. It becomes this perfect balance of sweet and savory. And the best part is, you can really enjoy this any time of the day. We got the kaya toast with the butter in the middle. Dip it inside. Mmm. 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 This is bringing back such good memories in Singapore. Anyways, I'm gonna enjoy breakfast and continue my Singapore editing video. Now I'm actually so motivated to continue the video. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend grabbing kaya toast when you're in Singapore. So good. Hi guys, so for lunch, I'm gonna make a very quick and simple salad using edamame since I have it in the fridge, and I also have some cucumber, and I'm thinking of making a scoopable, crunchy salad. I feel like those are usually the best, the ones I can eat with a spoon. It is actually my first time making it, so I'm not sure how it's gonna taste, but I figure we can recipe test together. So let's get cooking. 2025 is all about sneaking in more easy fiber and protein, and lately I've been obsessed with chopped salads that are meal preppable, quick, and honestly taste good with anything. And I think I just found my new favorite. It's this Yuzu edamame salad that is fresh, crunchy, and packed with so much flavor. All you need to do is toss together edamame, cucumber, red onion, green onion, yuzu sesame dressing, sesame oil, roasted sesame seeds, and a sprinkle of furikake seasoning. And that's it. Oh my goodness, this looks absolutely delicious. I'm gonna try it on its own first with just a spoon. Mmm. It kind of reminds me of poke. It is so yummy and so flavorful. But here, I have some hot rice here, and I feel like it's gonna taste really good if we get 1 piece of roasted seaweed, some hot rice on top, and then some edamame salad. Kind of making a mini hand roll. First bite. This is definitely gonna be my new go-to girl dinner. This is so delicious. You guys have to give this a try. And edamame is actually packed with protein and fiber, so it's perfect. Anyways, I'm gonna go enjoy my lunch and I'll see you guys in a bit. Hi guys, we're about to go head out to IKEA as well as go to a movie afterwards, so let's head out together. Maybe some IKEA meatballs?
Ooh, yeah.
Let's go.
I'm walking down the street on clouds instead of the concrete I'm dancing through. Everything's about to come my way. Nothing can
This
ruin my
bookshelf
day.
is
No
pretty
matter what anyone
cute.
does or say, I smile at fools. No, I don't care 'cause I am on my way up, and I won't
Excuse me, can I have some privacy?
down. Steady on my feet, I'm gonna rise up. No, I won't stop. It is my time. I know what it's like to be broke. I know what it's like when nothing goes your way. So I'm gonna let myself enjoy the fruit from this lucky day. Yeah, I am.
Hi guys, we just got back home. It is currently 9:30 p.m. We were gonna grab takeout, but I figured we do have some produce at home, so might as well make something quick and easy. This way, not only do we save some money, no produce go to waste, and then it's also healthier to cook at home. You already know what I'm gonna say. Let's get cooking. Growing up, the moment the weather turned chilly, my family always go out for toasted sesame chicken noodle soup. 麻油鸡面线. It is comforting, savory, and honestly feels like a warm hug in a bowl. So this year, I decided to recreate this easy version at home. And the best part is, it takes less than 20 minutes to put together. Start by pan frying chicken thigh in sesame oil over medium-high heat. Next, add in the ginger and the white parts of the green onion, saute for 2 to 3 minutes, then pour in chicken stock and let it simmer for around 5 minutes. Once it's bubbling, toss in your favorite noodles, mine is our QQ noodles, and add the chicken back in and throw in your favorite veggies. I love finishing off with goji berry for the extra cozy touch. And that's it, a simple, nourishing bowl of noodle soup that I promise will become your new go-to this fall. Kaido! 10 out of 10. I cannot believe this is made in 20 minutes. It is so yummy. This honestly tastes like the traditional mayo mian that you get in Taiwan. Anyways, I'm gonna enjoy my noodles, binge watch my shows, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Cheers! Hi guys, happy Friday. If you haven't tried my matcha chia seed lemonade yet, you have to give this recipe a try. It is so good for your skin as well as your gut health, I promise, and it actually tastes delicious. Anyways, I'm actually so excited because today is book club day. The girls are coming over around 7:30 and I'm making Taiwanese beef noodle soup. I think this is actually their first time trying my homemade beef noodle soup recipe, so I'm super excited for them to try it out. I do have some time before they get here, so I figured right now we can make a quick lunch using all the veggies that we have left over in the fridge. I got my matcha lemonade, so let's get cooking. Sometimes I get comments saying that I bet all your recipes taste the same, since I love using similar ingredients and condiments in my cooking. But here's my hot take. There's actually beauty in making the most out of everyday staples like garlic and onion paired with condiments that you already have at home and turning them into endless delicious recipes. I first learned how to cook back when I was a student on a student budget. I didn't want to buy a random ingredient just to use it once and let it go to waste. Instead, I leaned into what I already had. I learned how to stretch one bottle of soy sauce into dozens of recipes, each with its own unique taste, simply by adjusting a few simple ingredients. And that's when I truly fell in love with cooking. When I stopped being scared of doing it wrong and instead got excited to experiment in my kitchen every night, making myself something yummy to eat. Because at the end of the day, I am not a chef. I'm just a proud home cook. And if I can inspire just one of you to feel confident enough to cook at home too, that's the best recipe of all. Nothing beats an ice cold drink with spicy noodles. I'm so excited to dig in. Oh, wow. This is delicious. I can't believe this is my first time making this. It is so yummy. 10 out of 10, and it's so easy too. I really think you just play around with whatever protein and veggie you have in the fridge, but the sauce is 10 out of 10. So delicious. Anyways, I'm gonna devour my lunch and I'm gonna continue watching my current favorite show, which is Daisy Jones and the Six, and I'll see you guys in a bit to make my Taiwanese beef noodle soup. You know how every Italian family has their own secret marinara sauce recipe? Well, for us Taiwanese people, it is beef noodle soup. Everyone has their own version, passed down and tweaked over time, and honestly, that's what makes it so special. If someone asked me where to start when trying Taiwanese food for the very first time, I'd say get a bowl of beef noodle soup. Imagine slow simmering broth layered with flavor, tender beef that basically melts into the soup, and chewy noodles soaking up all that rich umami in every bite. It is honestly pure comfort. The best part is, it may seem complicated to make, but it's actually quite simple. All it takes is time and patience to let the pot do its magic. I start by blanching the beef by removing its impurities, and don't worry, the flavor will not go anywhere from this. In a large pot, saute tomatoes for 1 to 2 minutes, followed by onion for another 4 to 5 minutes. Next, add the blanched beef, garlic, soy sauce, dark soy sauce, brown sugar, and doubanjiang fermented bean paste. Mix well, then add in the beef short ribs, water or broth, star anise, Sichuan peppercorn, and bay leaf. Cover and simmer gently on medium-low heat for 2 hours. Sometimes I also prepared a second pot with extra short ribs seasoned with 4-seasoned scallion sauce, spicy bean paste, and more Sichuan peppercorn. This is also going to be simmering for hours because this is really where the real magic starts happening. Okay, now that the beef is simmering away, we really don't have to do anything and just let it sit until we're ready to serve. But in the meantime, we're gonna put together a fruit salad that we're gonna enjoy for dessert after. I've been absolutely obsessed with fruit salads lately. I swear food just tastes better when someone preps it for you. Plus it does last in the fridge for around 4 days or so it makes it so much easier and saves so much time. I'm hoping if I can finish a fruit salad early, I can do a detailed book review for you guys. Anyways, it's currently 5:30 p.m. They're gonna get here in 2 hours or so let's get cooking. Okay, I have a little confession. Sometimes I forget about my fruits. Or after dinner, once the kitchen has already been clean, I am way too lazy to cut them up and then they just end up going bad in my fridge. That is why lately I've been obsessed with prepping a big batch of fruit salad the same day I bring the fruits back home. This way it's always ready to eat at any time of the day and it helps prevent food waste too. Plus, let's be honest, nothing tastes better than fruits that are already prepped for you. You can really use whatever is in season or whatever you just picked up. I usually do this right after a huge Costco run, but the start of the recipe is definitely this tangy honey lemon sauce. It keeps the fruit fresh and adds the perfect balance of sweetness and brightness. Toss everything together with a handful of fresh mint and you got this refreshing, colorful fruit salad that is always ready to go. Hi guys, are we ready for a book review? I know Panther is! Hello everyone! So we have tons of really good books to review for this month, so let's jump right in. First off, we got one of my all-time favorite authors, Abby Jimenez, and her newest book, Say You'll Remember Me. This is a contemporary romance that had me all in my feelings. It is so emotional and so good. It is a heartfelt story about love, sacrifice, resilience, and finding joy even when life gets hard. What I love the most about Abby's books is that her subplots are always so amazing. It's not just about love, it's about friendship, family, self-development, and so much more. This book also tackles on early onset dementia and talking about caring and loving for someone as they slowly slip away. It got me laughing, got me crying, got me feeling every single emotion, and I really could not put it down and finished it in just 2 days. I give this book a 4.5 out of 5 star. Highly recommend. Next up, we got our book of the month book, which is Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. This is actually a sci-fi book, and normally I'm not a big fan of sci-fi at all, but this book is so So amazing. Probably one of the best books I've read in a very long time. It follows Ryland Grace, a scientist who wakes up in a spaceship with zero memory of what he's doing there and why he's there. The book does have a lot of science, but it really keeps you engaged, and I really appreciate the problem solvingness of the science, and it really got me hooked since page 1. By the way, the audiobook in this book is unreal. It feels like you're listening to a movie or a screenplay the whole time. It is emotional, it is quirky, it is funny, it is thrilling, it is everything in the book. It's really hard to just put it into just sci-fi novels. So I would say, even if you don't like sci-fi, please give this book a try because I promise you are going to fall in love. I also included one of my favorite quotes from this book that I'm going to read it to you guys right now. Science isn't just a collection of facts. It's a way of thinking, a way of questioning everything, of refusing to accept the world as is. Even when I'm alone out here, even when the odds are impossible, I can still think, I can still try, and that gives me purpose. 5 out of 5 star book. Next up, we got Out on a Limb by Hannah Bonham Young, and this is actually the first book that I read on a Kindle, and overall, I really enjoyed the experience. It is super light compared to a book, and it lightens up, so it's really good to read in the dark or on a plane. Anyways, this book is a contemporary romance that follows Bo and Win and their unexpected journey of becoming co-parents together from a one-night stand. It is very light, very funny, very easy to read, one of those feel-good romances that you get through really fast. However, that being said, I will say I didn't quite enjoy the miscommunication and conflict of this book, and I felt like it was really dragged on. And on top of that, I don't think there was enough subplot, and I felt like the author could really went deeper into some of the issues for the book. However, I did finish the book, so I would say I would give it a 3 out of 5 star because I did finish it. So I think next time I'll read another book of hers because I did enjoy her overall writing style. Last but not least, we got Daisy Jones and the Six, one of my favorite authors of all time, Taylor Jenkins Reid. I do not know how she does it, but I feel like I am reading a documentary every single time that I read her books. They are so well done, and I don't even know what genre they're in. I feel like they're in every single genre. This book follows Daisy Jones, a very talented singer, as well as an up-and-coming 70s rock band, and their journey of becoming the next big hit. This book is messy, it is emotional, it has so much drama, all in the best way possible, and I honestly loved every single character of this book, and if anything, I wish this book was longer because I wanted to learn everything about them. I honestly felt like a fly on the wall the way she describes every single scene. I really felt like I was watching a movie or a show the whole time. Honestly, a documentary, because right now it feels like a real life story. I think this is one of those books that I'll be reading over and over again, really similar to her other books, Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, where you just can't stop thinking about it and it feels like a real life documentary, and I want to follow up with these characters over and over again. Easily a 5 out of 5 star books. I did include 2 of my favorite quotes from this book, and I'm going to read them to you because it was so beautiful. Sometimes you want to fix everything, hold everything together, and make life make sense. But the truth is, it doesn't. And the only thing you can do is keep playing, keep singing, keep loving, even when it hurts. You can chase someone, try to hold them, try to understand them, but in the end, all you can do is be honest about who you are and hopefully find a way to meet you there. I'm also binge watching the show right now, and the music on this show is so well done. Highly recommend reading this book if you're in a book slump because I think it'll get you right out of it. Also, the audiobook on this book is also 10 out of 10. Chef's kiss. Anyways, this wraps up all the books I read this month. Let me know if you guys want me to do more book reviews, and the house is smelling amazing. My friends are almost here. So let's get back to cooking. After about 2 hours, the beef should be fall apart tender and packed with so much flavor. And from there, all we have to do is assemble noodles, broth, tender beef, and your favorite toppings. And just like that, my steaming bowl of homemade Taiwanese beef noodle soup ready to enjoy. Apron ready. Apron ready.
I don't have to keep on searching. I'm right where I wanna be. I used to be so sad. Now I'm glad I found something I never had. And I'm ready. Yeah, yeah. This time I'm going all in. Yes, I'm ready. Yeah, yeah. I'm ready for the good times to begin. You got me feeling good, right about your side. Lost in every move, writing down your smile. Baby, hold me tight. penetration lies. Keep it low, cause you dropping it down. We gon' boogie to the sundown, no. Baby girl, you look so fine, fine, fine. 아무 생각 없이 can't wait to tune it out. Show you all I know. Let me ease your mind.
Cheers! Hi guys, good morning. Happy Saturday. I honestly cannot get over how good freshly squeezed juice is. Let me know what else I should try. I'm thinking grapefruit or pomegranate maybe. Anyways, today is gonna be a very fun and relaxing day. I'm actually going to my mom's house because we're gonna be picking out her garden and making a very yummy farm to table dinner. I do have some leftover tomatoes from yesterday's Taiwanese beef noodle soup, so I figured for lunch we can recipe test together. I really wanna put together tomato, eggs, as well as beef, and I think that will taste really, really yummy together. Book club yesterday was so much fun. The girls stayed for around 4 to 5 hours. We literally yapped until 12 a.m. Highly recommend putting together a book club for you and your girlfriend so you can get together once a month. Anyways, you already know what I'm gonna say. Let's get cooking. Okay, I think we can all agree that tomato and beef is one of the best combos ever, and nothing beats a classic steak and eggs. So I thought, why not combine everything together into the most comforting dish? Start by marinating sliced steak with oyster sauce, oil, black pepper, and cornstarch. This helps tenderize the beef and locks in all the flavor. While that's resting, scramble up some eggs until they're fluffy and about 90% cooked and set them aside. In the same pan, saute marinated beef for 5 to 6 minutes until it's almost fully cooked. Next, toss in fresh tomatoes and cook until they release their juices. Season with garlic, soy sauce, white pepper, and my secret ingredient, ketchup. Let it simmer for 2 to 3 minutes and stir in cornstarch slurry to thicken everything up. Finally, add in the eggs and beef back into the pan, mix well, and let it simmer for another couple minutes. And just like that, you've got the coziest meal made in just one pot. Taste test time!
This looks so good. This is fire. Oh, the perfect combo. This is so good. Beef is really tender.
I feel like this is such an underrated combo. Eggs, tomato, and steak. Yay! Just finished getting ready. I also have some fresh mangoes here that I'm gonna bring over to my mom's house. Now let's head over together. Hi! We're gonna do farm to table today. Ow! We're babysitting Poe. She loves hitting your knee. Ow! But yeah, let's go look at my mom's garden. There's so many cool produce. We're actually here at the end of summer, so if we came a little bit earlier, there would have been way more, but there's still tons. And I really wanna show you guys the black tomato. Ooh, hi! Over here, we have my mom's black tomatoes, and these tomatoes are insane. I have never seen anything like this before. I was quite skeptical of the taste before, but it's actually really sweet and so good. Look at all these crazy shape and look how black the tomatoes are. I love cherry tomatoes. They're so pretty. I think once they have more of these, I'm also gonna make a tomato soup with grilled cheese for the fall time. Here we got my mom's cucumber. Homemade cucumbers are so crunchy. We've been obsessed with making cucumber salad with these. And on the top here, we got some plums, and these plums are also gonna make great vinegar and wine. Once they're ready, we're also gonna put these together. Let me know if you guys want a video on this. Of course, we have a limited amount of hydrangeas here. They're so gorgeous. We should cut them and actually leave them in our dining room table. These are the zucchinis from her garden from 2 days ago. They're huge. And over here, we got raspberries, and these are like literally my mom's after dinner snack. She just comes down and just grabs some fresh raspberries to go. These were also my dad's favorite back in the day. There's so many videos of him just eating and munching on these. And we also have this humongous spaghetti squash here as well. Do you see how juicy the black tomato is? Taste test! Delicious with just a little bit of salt.
Oh, that's so good.
Look at all the produce that we got from just today. Also, some plums. I'm gonna come back to do more of these next week. Dinner is gonna be featuring all of these fresh produce. Let's get cooking. Grief is a funny thing. Sometimes I cook a meal that my dad can't physically share with us anymore, but I still make it knowing that this is something that he would have loved. And in a way, it makes me feel like he's still here with me. When I miss him, I cook his favorite dishes or go out to eat the foods that he always craved, because doing the things that he loves makes me feel closer to him. This was one of those meals. Cooking in my parents' backyard, using homegrown produce, making his favorite pan-fried lamb chops, the same ones that we used to treat ourselves with whenever they go on sale at Costco. Simple weekends like this, the sunset, the fresh air, the good food, and just being together. If grief has taught me anything, is that you don't miss the big trips, you don't miss the fancy meals or the grand gestures. You actually miss the little everyday moments the most. The ordinary routines, the simple laughs, and the meals that we shared at home. And this really made me rethink about what really matters in life. It's not always chasing the next big thing, going on the next big trip, but instead it's cherishing the small moments that make up a life. Thank you guys so much for being here, sharing another simple week with me. I love you all so much, and I'll see you next week. Love you!